Hello and welcome to ESAT. I am Ngidu Walde with the news. Eritrean President Isaias Afwerki will visit Ethiopia on Sunday, a week after Ethiopia's Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed paid a landmark visit to Asmara. It will be the first visit by Afwerki to Ethiopia in 25 years and 20 years after a border war between the two countries led to diplomatic and economic stalemate. Afwerki is expected to address a gathering in Addis Ababa at the Millennium Hall and will hold talks with Abiy Ahmed as a follow-up to the summit that began in Asmara last week. At the end of Abiy's visit to Asmara, the two sides signed a declaration on Monday announcing the end of a state of war between the two countries and to re-establish economic, diplomatic, and cultural relations. A faction of the Oromo Liberation Front (OLF), led by Dawood Ibsa, declared a ceasefire today following a meeting between him and the Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed in Asmara early this week. The OLF said in a statement today that it was convinced that the meeting between its leader and the Prime Minister has paved the way for peaceful resolution of differences and has moved the peace efforts one step forward. The statement, written in Amharic and received by ESAT, said, "We declare a ceasefire except in cases where we have to defend attacks by government forces." President of Ethiopia's Oromo region accused yesterday that some groups were trying to destabilize his region under the guise of fighting for the rights of the Oromo people. Speaking yesterday at the assembly of the regional council, Lemma Magersa said some elements from abroad and inside the country that refuse to be part of the ongoing peace and reconciliation process have chosen to engage in ruining the peace in the region. Magersa said a group claiming to fight for the liberation of the Oromos has attacked security forces and ransacked public and private properties in the western part of the region. Last week, an armed group claiming to be the faction of the Oromo Liberation Front has attacked areas in Welega, western Ethiopia. The group has reportedly killed 4 police officers and destroyed properties. The Ethiopian government and its humanitarian partners called for $118 million in assistance for the next 6 months to help people victimized by intercommunal violence in southern Ethiopia. An estimated 1 million people have been displaced and hundreds were killed as a result of ethnic violence between the Guji and Gedio communities in southern Ethiopia. Responding to the call, the UN's Central Emergency Response Fund today released $15 million to urgently scale up humanitarian assistance to people affected by escalating intercommunal violence in Ethiopia. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres said the impact of intercommunal tensions presents a challenge for the new leadership of Dr. Abiy Ahmed. Over 300 people were killed in Guji zone in southern Ethiopia since the violence began in mid-April. The violence between the Guji and Gedio groups has also resulted in the destruction of schools, churches, and private properties. The Association of Gedio Community in North America has documented the names of 134 ethnic Gedios who were killed by the Gujis in West Guji zone. The report by the association sent to the office of the Prime Minister and copied to media outlets show that women were also gang raped. The $118 million would be used for life-sustaining support for those affected by the violence. That is according to a statement by the United Nations Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs. That ends the news. Thanks for watching.